Meanwhile, I want to go across to Pratiksha Gildial, senior journalist who is joining us live from Ohio. Pratiksha, as we saw the debate going into different issues, I mentioned earlier that this time around it was perhaps more informative because we had Trump and Biden not interrupting each other. Perhaps the mute button played a factor there. But when we speak about coronavirus and the vaccine, that's something that's dictating the elections here in Bihar and clearly there in America as well. Trump making a very, very big statement saying that he was administered the vaccine.
Right, like you just said, that coronavirus is, if not the biggest, one of the biggest election issues in America this time round. And Democrats and Joe Biden have constantly attacked the president about his handling of the virus. As we speak, more than 220,000 Americans have died from the virus. Almost 8 million are infected. So many families affected, economically as well, and record number of people filing for unemployment claims. So obviously, this is a very, very important issue in this election, and Democrats will not let this go. Now, president's own infection from the virus did not help. But as you were mentioning earlier, just the very fact who wears a mask and who doesn't wear a mask can pretty much tell you which side of the political divide which American is on. Largely, President Trump has been criticized for not advocating enough mask wearing, for advocating enough social distancing. He said that again in the debate today. He said, we did what we could, but we cannot shut the country down. We have to open up because otherwise every place will become like New York, which he said is like a ghost town now. Joe Biden, on the other hand, kept in a very poignant line to Trump's question, claim that we have learned to live with the virus. Joe Biden said, you say we have learned to live with the virus, but actually we have learned to die with the virus.
Pratiksha, before we went into this debate, Trump was actually trailing Biden. If you look at the national polling average, do you see that really changing? Do you see an advantage to Trump after this debate, or it's pretty much, level ground?
Well, who won the debate tonight will again depend on who you speak to here in America. Now, remember, millions of Americans, more than 40 million Americans have already cast their ballot through mail voting and some in-person voting also, because many states are allowing that. So more than 40 million people have already cast their ballot. And it is believed, according to many polls, that less than 3% of Americans are undecided as to who they want to vote for. Everybody has pretty much made up their mind, and it's not going to change. And less than 5% say that. I think it's actually even less than that who say that anything will be able to change their mind at this point. So whatever the outcome of the debate in analysts think or pundits think or even people think, most Americans know who they are voting for.